Hi, welcome. This is Wendy, aka the Thrifty Sewist, here to stuff some cash. So let's do it. Let's first see what we have left over. If you're new to cash stuffing, welcome to probably one of the best decisions you're gonna do for yourself in your life. I know it is for me. Just try it. If you're still on the fence, just give it a try. It can't hurt, right? If you're in a terrible financial situation, and you really need help, you need a fix, give cash stuffing a try. I promise you won't regret it. Okay, so while it's pretty fat, we got a lot of ones here. So these are going to go in my $1 challenge. You know the drill. I don't count. When you're cash stuffing, if you have rollover money from week to week or pay period to pay period, you can choose to do with it what you like. You can either roll it over to the next week for more spending money, or you can, save it, put it towards savings challenges. That's what I like to do. My $1 bills I keep in this envelope, and I'm going to try to keep them in here all year long. I like to not count it so that at the end of the year I can count it and then be surprised at how much I saved just in rollover money. Whenever I pay at the store and I get a $1 bill back, I just put it back here in the back of my wallet and forget about it, and then I take those ones and stick them in here. All right, I'm gonna leave this out in case we have some more ones because I feel like we might. So let's see, in fun, we have $40. In kids, $10, $15, $18. So these are gonna go on my ones. Dining, we have $5. And then miscellaneous, the full 40. All right, so let's put these $3 in the $1 challenge as well. And we're done with that. And let's see what we have total here for rollover. Okay, we got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 105. Nice. All right, so I'm going to set this 105 aside. This is going to go towards my savings challenges. And let's do the coins. Here's my cash. I forgot to do the coins last time around. I have a lowly 10 cents in there. This is left over from when I cashed in my coins at the end of the year. And same thing as the ones, I just saved my coins. This time it'll be all year. And at the end of the year, I'm going to count it and see how much I have just in change. I know a lot of people kind of discount change. They, are like, whatever, it's just change, but it really does add up. Trying to make this as quiet as possible because change can be loud. All right, so we got a good start there with the change. And if you're new here, this coin jar is linked in my Amazon, in my description box down below. It's from Amazon, and it does count the money for you when you put the coins in. So it keeps a running total of how much you have, but the batteries are dead. So I decided I'm not going to replace them right now. So it'll be a surprise as to how much is in here. And speaking of that, I don't typically say it, but a lot of the stuff that I do use is linked down below in the description box. So if you like anything, check out the links. This wallet is there. This is a really nice wallet. It did come with envelopes. I made my own, but it did come with envelopes. Has lots of space for cards, cash, change, all of that. So if you're interested in that, that is down below. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a penny. Let's see what the budget's looking like. Okay. If you're a noob, what I do is I get paid bi-weekly, so I create a monthly budget, and then from there I basically split it in half into 2 bi-weekly budgets. So this is going to be for the second paycheck in January. And let's go ahead and stuff my cash envelopes. All right, so fun is going to get $140. Oh, you know what? Let me count the money first. I took $420 out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, and 20. 420. Okay. Fun is going to get 140, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. And just double check. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. 140. A lot of people will go to the bank and they'll use, I don't have one here, but they'll use a cash denomination slip. So once they figure out how much money they want to take out of the bank to stuff into their envelopes, they'll use a cash breakdown and write out how many 100s, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s they would like. That way they can stuff their envelopes with the correct denominations. I just go to the ATM just to make it easy on myself and because I can do it a day earlier. So that's why you see all 20s here, but typically it would be, more than just 20s. Hope that makes sense. Okay, kids is going to get $20. Dining will be getting 80, 20, 40, 60, and 80. We are a family of 4. $80 is barely 2 eat out sessions for us. So yeah, it is what it is. Gas, I am skipping. I leave my gas money in the bank because I do have an app that if I use the app, I do get a discount on my gas, and the app takes the money right from your bank account. So that stays in the bank now, and then miscellaneous will be getting 40. Miscellaneous is just for anything. If I go over in one of my other categories and I don't have enough money, I can pull it from miscellaneous. Okay, that's it for cash envelopes. Now you'll notice that I have money left, which I don't typically. And that's because I decided to do mostly cash for my sinking funds this time. If you're a noob, I typically use prop money, which is fake money. And the reason I do that is because I like to leave the cash in a high yield savings account to gain interest. So sinking funds are basically mini savings accounts, and they're dedicated towards saving for a certain thing. For example, medical expenses, car maintenance, household expenses, things like that. So rather than take the cash out and have a bunch of cash here in my house that's not gaining any interest, I usually use placeholder money to basically stand for what's in the bank in that particular fund. That way I still know how much I have in that fund if I count my prop money, but the actual cash is sitting in the bank to gain interest. I hope that makes sense. However, this time I decided to do mostly cash because sometimes you run into the issue if you're only using prop money where you need some cash quick if you're going somewhere. And if you only have prop money, obviously you don't have that cash. So I decided to do this stuffing with cash. It's not going to be a typical thing. I typically use all prop money, but cash for this time. So I am doing cash for almost all of my sinking funds, okay, except for vacation and Black Friday and $10 from holiday. So holidays, I'm putting $20 in, $10 of cash and $10 of prop money. The only reason for that is because my ATM only gives out increments of 20, and all of the cash added up to $430, which I can't do in an ATM. So I'm breaking holidays up into $10 cash and $10 prop money. Okay, so there's the other $10 for holidays, and then I need an additional $50. Okay, $10 for Black Friday, and then $40 for vacay. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. If it doesn't, go back and watch some of my other videos, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Sinking funds. So as I said, sinking funds are little savings accounts. You can create whatever sinking funds you would like. They're obviously not going to be the same as mine because my priorities are different than yours. My life is different than yours. You will create whatever sinking funds you'd like to save up for. You do not need any type of fancy envelopes. These I made when I was first starting out. They're kind of falling apart, but they work fine for me. I had this binder at home from a couple years ago. But even if you don't have anything like this, I started out with a box of envelopes from the dollar store for $1.25 and wrote on each envelope what I wanted the sinking fund to be. So by no means do you need anything fancy to cash stuff. If you're on a very tight budget, use plain white envelopes. I've seen some people use like a coupon organizer from the dollar store that has the different compartments and you label them. That works perfectly too. Don't think that you need all the fancy stuff, especially if you're just trying this out for the first time. All right, so groceries is going to get $10. Now, here's another issue with me taking money out of the ATM. I obviously only have 20s. However, a couple of weeks ago, I did raid my husband's little tiny stash and I took all his 10s and gave him all my 20s. So I should hopefully have some change in a bunch of these envelopes. Okay, so I'm going to keep track of my balances here on this spending tracker. You don't need to, but I like to just keep track of what I'm putting in and taking out and all of that. That way I can quickly pull this out and see my balance in any one of these funds. So today's the 26th. I'm putting in $10, and that will mean I have a total of 60. So I have two 10s here. I'm going to take a 20. And then I'm going to take $10 back. So 20, 40, 50, and 60. And actually, yeah, I'm going to leave that. If I need change, I'll come back to that. Okay, let's check these off as we go. Medical is getting $20. And again, just so I have some cash on hand, if I have like a copay or anything like that, that is why I am doing cash today. That clicking is my heat. My office is in the basement. There are pipes literally right here above my desk, so I'm sorry about that noise. All right, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, and 40. 140 for medical. Car maintenance is getting 20. I have to look at the date every single time. And once again, if you're new, maybe you can only stuff $5 at a time. That's fine, because guess what? $5 adds up. After, you know, a few times, you'll have 15 and 20 and so on. So, even though I'm not stuffing huge amounts, they may be more than you can stuff, and that's okay. Every dollar adds up, okay? So, you know, there's no progress that is too small. Progress is progress. Okay, so we should have 65 in car maintenance. 20, 40, 65. I did recently take 50 out for an oil change. And so speaking of that, I never had a car maintenance fund in my life. So if I needed an oil change, guess what? It would come out of my bank account. But because of cash stuffing, I had the money saved up and I was able to pay for it in all cash. I didn't have to use a credit card, anything like that. So that is what cash stuffing can do for you. All right. Penelope, my dog, is going to get 60. She is getting so much because she has a grooming appointment coming up, I think, before I get paid again. So I need to make sure I have the money for that, and the entire fund was depleted with her vet visit. So we're starting from scratch. So that $60 will soon be gone. 20, 40, and 60. Okay. And households is going to get 20. My household fund is a little bit different than others. A lot of people who cash stuff use their household fund for things like toilet paper, paper towels, toiletries, things like that. My household fund is actually meant for large household purchases such as appliances, okay? If something were to ever break, which we did have a scare recently with our washer where we thought we were going to need a new one, this money is saved up towards a larger purchase. It's obviously not going to completely cover it, but it's a start. Okay, so we should have 95, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you'll see this is real money, this is prop money, so it's a combination of the two. And again, it's simply because I want to keep as much of the real money in the bank as I can so that it's gaining that interest. I use Ally. It is a high yield savings account, so the interest that you're getting is way more than you would in a regular savings account. Okay, holidays is going to get 20, 10 of real money and 10 of prop money. My holiday fund is for everything other than Christmas. I do have a separate Christmas fund. So Valentine's Day, Easter, whatever. Okay, and what did I say? 20? Yes. All right. If you have questions, please leave them down below if you're new to cash stuffing, or if you haven't, if you're new and just started, or if you haven't yet started and you have questions, you're wondering how I do something, or, how others do something, leave it down below. I'll try to answer. 20, 40, 50, 60 for holidays. Again, if I had to get Easter baskets for my kids, I never would have had any money saved up for it. Now I do. So, cash stuffing is just amazing. All right, so we got holidays. All right, and the rest is prop money. And the rest is in a different binder. Okay, so vacay is going to get $40. And the reason I did prop money for vacay and Black Friday is because those are more long-term funds that I'm not going to need right away. So I was okay doing prop money. All right, so we're adding 40. I have a dilemma. 348. So we're adding 40. I recently bought the drink package for myself for my cruise, as I told you all. I think it came to $2 something. And now I put that on a credit card because I have a Royal Caribbean credit card, and I get points, which I can then use for onboard credit. Sorry, I bumped the camera. On the cruise. So I now need to pay that off, and I am trying to decide whether to just take the money out of here and pay it, you know, and try to skip the interest, which I know is probably what a lot of you are going to tell me to do, or, you know, make a couple monthly payments. I don't know. The only reason I'm hesitating on using this money towards it is because then this will be gone. This will completely be gone, basically, and I'll kind of be starting over, which, I mean, this is the purpose of that money, but I don't know. I really want to have the $2,000 saved up by the time I make the final payment. I owe $2,000 or a little more probably on the cruise. And I really want to just have that saved up so when I put that on the credit card, because that's what I'm going to do to get those points, I could just have the money and pay that right off. So I don't know. Let me know what you think down below, what I should do. I just don't want to like deplete all of this money, but I don't know. Might be what I need to do. All right. So in vacation, we have 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8. 348, which is correct. And for the newbies, this tracker is just a little tracker that I made. Each suitcase equals $20. So whenever I put $20 in here, I get to color in another suitcase until it's complete. Once it's complete, it's $200. I already completed it once. This is my second time. And I am completing this as many times as I can before my vacation in July. Okay, so that's vacay. And then last but not least is Black Friday. I am trying to save up for that. If that sounds early to you, well, I only put $10 at a time. Sometimes not even. So, you know, I basically need all year to save up for it. Let's see if it's in this binder. Yes, okay, so $10 in Black Friday. And I currently just have 5. This is another tracker that I made. Each little shopping bag equals 20, so I still won't be able to color one because I currently have 15 in here. That's okay. Any money is good. Okay. All right, so that's all I got. Like I said, if you're new to cash stuffing, just starting out, have not yet started, leave any questions for me down below. Thank you so much to everyone for clicking on this video, for watching it all the way through. Let me know if you made it through to the end. Like the video. Please subscribe. And until next time, bye.